Yo, hip hop heist, man. What up? We back at it with another reaction. Super hot fire, aka Deshawn Raw, getting into boxing and why he trolls his opponents in the ring. Shout out to No Jumper Clips. With the clip, we about to react. This Hip Hop Heist TV. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's get it.
I did brand all 2025.
So that was your first year boxing? Was 2025?
No. See,
But you said you started training in 2016, right?
No, I started training, yes, in 2016. Like 2016, 2015. So once I deleted my videos, and once I started doing stand-up and started bombing, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to fight for money. So I was like, oh, shit. Because I didn't want to get a job. So I'm like, all right, let me box. So I started boxing in like 2015 because I'm like, no channel. I'm not seasoned at stand-up yet. So I'm like, man, let me box. I felt like this was a way. Like 20.
That's crazy because he's that was like before all the YouTube boxing started happening. So in a way, you kind of seen it before it happened because he said he quit his channel. Right, this Super Hot Fire. Right, he had the battle raps, scripted battle raps, but they was just. You know what I mean? It was skit type stuff. But yeah, he said he started training for the celebrity boxing in 2015. Fast forward 10 years, he did it all last year. And then he had a couple, I think he had one fight this year already. But yeah, let's keep going.
I feel like as a entertainment, I feel like boxing is like the next, like a stream, you know, like the Jake Paul. He's like one of the biggest boxers in the world now. But I seen that a little early. I'm like, man, well, boxing is a stream of income that you can take and make money and, just from fighting.
But so, you weren't thinking like, hey, maybe I'm just going to try to make a couple YouTube videos a week or whatever. Like, because I'm sure if you really took it serious at that time, you could have kept doing it, right?
Nah, I wasn't. I was just gonna box. I was just gonna fight for it.
Oh.
I was just gonna fight for money. I was like, fuck it, I'll just fight for money. And then I went to gym and was getting beat up for a while, and then I went back to stand. See, that's how I went back to stand up because I went to gym. Kept getting beat up. I said, I think it's time to go to New York and learn stand up for real. Like,
hey, that's how you get better though. You definitely get better by going to the gym. So putting the hours in. And stand-up comedy is a whole different ball game too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then I started really working on my stand-up. But
stand-up is so objective, and fighting is not objective
stand-up
at
is
all.
harder than fighting. I promise you, a stand-up comedy is harder than a boxing match. I promise you.
Had you ever?
Adam's like, yeah, right. If y'all saw Jason Love beat the brakes off this kid. I mean, not this kid, but this guy Adam. I don't think Adam threw one punch, so he's like, actually, I think boxing is pretty difficult.
I promise you, a stand-up comedy is harder than a boxing match. I promise you.
Had you ever been like a tough guy throughout your life, or had you been a fighter?
No. I've never been a tough guy, but I always felt like I was good at fighting. Okay. I would win certain fights, and when we boxed, I did pretty well. So I thought like I was a great fighter. You know what I mean? And then I went to a boxing gym and got in there with pros. And I'm like, I learned, I'm a baby. Yeah. Like I am a toddler when it comes to this. But I kept training. So I was going back and forth between stand-up and boxing. And then now, brand risk, people keep having me as an underdog, but they don't know that I've been boxing since 2015, 16, 10 years now. So I've been boxing for a long time because I thought for one moment, like, this is how I'm going to make money boxing.
And how'd you actually start fighting on brand risk? You reached out to Aiden, or he knew that you were fighting somehow?
Well, I got reached out to by Aiden's people a few times to, do a stream, a few years before brand risk. And they were like, hey, you want to come do the stream? Or, hey, you want to come hop on this call with Aiden and Soulja Boy or something? Or can you do something real quick? And I always say no, only because it was kind of wasn't paid. But I knew brand risk pay. Yeah. It doesn't matter, low, medium, high. I'd rather do something that's paid that's not paid. So they hit me a few times to be on it. And I was like, nah, I'm all right. And then they was like, do you want to be on brand risk? And I was like, yep, that comes with a check. So I signed up, and then I fought their quote-unquote best guy Scam Likely.
Scam Likely was their first fight?
Yeah, I picked him because they was like, "Do you want to be on burn risk?" I said, "Yeah." Like, I want the best. You guys, Scam Likely. Only thing is, he fucking weighs 40 pounds less than me, so that was stupid. So I had to lose all this fucking weight. So I went in the ring like dehydrated, drained. So,
Man, you can't do that.
Your favorite sports.
Those weight cuts, they'll get you too. They say that takes the weight cuts be taking like years off somebody's life and shit. Especially when you dropping 40 pounds. That's crazy. That's a lot of weight to
I
drop.
was so dehydrated. Like Le'Veon Bell, Gypsy Crusader, all easier because I was so fucking dehydrated when I fought Scam Likely. Me fighting Scam Likely is like Canelo going down to fight anyway. Anyway, will f Canelo up, and Canelo has to lose 50 pounds. So I'm just like, he wasn't my weight class.
We all like underrate the fact that when you watch a boxing match or a UFC fight, that in many cases they had to dehydrate themselves for like weeks in order to make weight.
Yeah, like Ryan with a tank.
Yeah.
You know, and Shakira is trying to get Ryan to do that again, and Ryan refuses to. He's like, no, you fight me at 147 or nothing. But yeah, so they hit me. I was like, yeah, let me get the best guy. Boom, did that. Fought Chain Snatcher, fought Ant, fought Le'Veon, fought Gypsy. So it's going good. It's going good. All my fights I've been massive underdogs. I do way better than people expect.
Would you say that when you got into this environment that you knew it was going to be part of your fight style that you were going to kind of troll in the ring? Because you do in almost every fight of yours I've seen, there's some funny shit. Like, you know, you fall back on the ring, on the ropes, and you're like pretending to sleep for a second. Or this one that is going to look super gay when I do it, you're going, ah. Like, what is that? Like, just doing, like, in the middle of the fight is so crazy.
All right, well, let me explain the trolling. Okay, so I fought Le'Veon Bell, right? So the first round, I realized there was nothing I could do with him. I'm like, oh shit, there's nothing I can do with this guy. So I was just trolling.
Because he's just
big
and strong, and
I can't hit him. So I'm like, I'm just gonna troll. You know, so the whole first round I'm just trolling Le'Veon. The second round I do well. The third round I think I slipped, but they called it a knockdown. But Le'Veon came out and the motherfucker was punching me from so far away. Like Le'Veon Bell would be back here. Boom, he punched me. I'm at the camera. I'm like, God damn, he got fucking reach. So I'm like, oh shit, all I can't do is troll. Because at least if I troll, then people on the outside of the ring would be like, oh man, he's having fun in there. No, I'm not. This shit is dangerous.
Or even when I watched you with the Chain Snatcher, Stephen Joe, that was another one where you were just kind of like messing with him a lot. You had like a real goofy style and keeping your arms down, and it almost seemed like you weren't taking it that serious.
Yeah, no, I seen him with Gypsy Crusader, and he was definitely trolling. He was fighting Gypsy Crusader, that white supremacist dude. He was super trolling him, but yeah, I think I don't know. I would have gave it to him, honestly. I would have gave it to Super Hot Fire. They gave it to the other guy, but it did show that he still needs to work on conditioning still, but he could throw hands for sure. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. This Hip Hop Heist TV. Shout out No Jumper Clips for the clip that we just reacted to, man. We about to get out, so yeah, help us out. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, turn the bell on, get all the notifications that we got coming your way, man. That's it. Peace.